Hello, welcome to weekly analysis GBPJPY. This is second week of February. We'll go over what happened last week real quick. Last week you saw a correction period after tapping 144 level, and then price pushed down to 142.8 where we got the buys from and rode them up, right? Got this break of structure at 144 level, and it created a demand zone, and then price pushed up to the weekly supply around 145.00, which was also 2020 high, which was 144.95. That was the high February 2020. So currently we're at this level, and I just mapped out the possible scenarios that could happen. The levels above 145 are 146, and then above that is like 147 to 148. That's applied. So what we have right now is that price closed at this weekly level, and I just had some scenarios mapped out that may pull down to see high-low formation, bullish momentum of continuation. So last week we pulled back and then pushed up. You could see maybe price coming down to 144, which is the next logical zone. Just be monitoring it, right? And then push up. Okay, if we do break this, we can, and there's a clean range created. If there's a range created and then price pulls back down, retest market structure, then we can catch buys if there is buying pressure continues, right? Otherwise, if you break past 144, it's possible we head down. There's also this trend line here too, so we'll draw that out. But these are just scenarios and all the levels. So we can just go and redraw it, and we'll go one by one, and we'll talk about all of them. So looking at it here, okay? We know we had the monthly level at 144 right there, right? Have another one at 147.8 right there. There's a rejection right there, reaction right there. Okay, so that could actually be the point, like 147.5 to 147.8, right? But as you can see, we're still at this level right here, the supply level, right? Correct? This weekly supply. Just one second. So when we go into the daily time frame, and we can see that more clear right here. So 145, and as you can see, this was February 21st high, and then price just went down, so we're back in that area. This was in December 2019, and then yeah, this was the high of 2020. As you can see, if we look at yearly candle, we're just at the high of the last year, right? Okay, back on daily, we have that level, and then we have this right here. We can just say that's 146. As you can see, those are the levels, and then there's one on the weekly one at the top right there. Like we said, 147.5 to 148 basically, right there, that entire zone, right, which starts at like 147.2. So we'll just draw that in. Okay. So now that we have our higher time frame levels mapped out, let's start drawing our intraday levels, right? Intraday, like we said, have a level right here. Market structure clear, 4-hour market structure for our demand. So we got that level, right? 144, same thing marked here. Currently, yeah, see that high right there, okay? We have another level right here. That's the level we got the buys from, called out these buys. Okay, gonna draw the intraday trend line. It'll work like this, 1 second. Or am I drawing it like here? It's this right here. So see that we've touched it once, twice, 3 times. So this is still valid on the daily. Sorry, 4-hour. Yeah, maybe price will push down here. So if we are going to continue, we're going to have to create a higher low, right? Because now we're at a yearly high. It's possible that if we reject this level, like 145, we tap, we reject, that price then continues down, right? Where can it go? It can most likely come to this level right here, this market structure, and then we're going to see how it reacts, right? Maybe it'll consolidate and then push up. Or the other thing would be that if that doesn't happen, then it will just break down, retest, and continue down to here, right? But for that to happen, you have to break past this trend line, and you would have to get a clean retest of this broken structure for there to be, and lower time frame rejection for there to be a possibility of downside continuation, which would be up to here. Okay, if let's say we do find some support somewhere, right? Price, yeah, actually this trend line pushes up. If price stays above here, it's possible we can get buys out, right? Nothing is certain in the market, so you have to look at it in terms of probability. Currently, we are at a 2021 high, 2020 high, so you have to take into fact, if we do reject this and price breaks below, it's possible we start continuing down, and then we just see how price reacts to levels as we come. But currently, we're still in the bullish trend, right? We're just at this level. If this breaks and a range is created such as this, price goes up, creates a new higher high, then you'd wait for the lower, a higher low, right? Then you wait for the higher low, and then you could possibly get buys up on the retest of this broken structure, right? 146, and then you got to see, but basically the next level up besides here would be further up into this zone, right? That's if bullish momentum continues, right? And it really depends, because we are at this weekly level. It is, like I've been saying, it's a 2020 high, right? 2020 high, 144.5. And so if we start getting bearish structure, like higher time frame bearish structure printing like this, intraday structure printing like that, it's possible we can get sells too, right? On the breaks of these levels. So you are on like the lower high, you just have to be watching these levels and how market structure reacts to them. These are the higher time frame levels I've drawn: 144.00, 142.8, 142.2, and then you can start drawing them more, okay? But these are just possible scenarios how it could play out, like safe sells on the breaker retest. If this was happening, like lower highs being made, intraday structures becoming bearish, lower highs, lower lows after rejecting here, and then 144.0 breaks, then you can possibly get sells on the retest of the trend line and the level, right? But let's say if same thing happened as this, price pushed down to grab liquidity and then pushes up, that's also possible. Maybe something like this happens, pushes down the trend line and then pushes up, right? So you're really gonna have to watch out this key level, see how price reacts here, right? And then this would be like another key level to watch out for as targets, and then up here as well. Watch out up here, okay? So these are the 5 main key levels I'm watching out, and over here as well. Basically all of these, just some possible scenarios, go through them, try visualizing how it could play out. But yeah, just know that this is a very important level, 145. It is, like I said, like weekly high, so anything can happen. Boom, just drop if it had to, right? But yeah, keep watching it, because then the next ranges are up here and up here, and this is the same level where we had previous rejection, so it's anything's possible, right? Just have to wait to see what the market is telling us and then act accordingly. Okay, thanks for watching, and that's it for gold GJ analysis.